Prenez le contrôle de votre transition. C'est le message que je veux vous transmettre. Il existe un monde nouveau et différent au délai de la vie militaire, et ce monde vous attend. Je suis agréablement surpris par l'élan de soutien manifesté par l'industrie canadienne et par son désir d'embaucher d'anciens militaires des Forces armées canadiennes. C'est vrai, plus de 78 partenaires employeurs participent à notre programme d'aide à la transition de carrière dans l'objectif de vous offrir des emplois. Pourquoi? Parce que vous possédez des aptitudes, des compétences et des caractéristiques professionnelles qui sont très convoitées. Pensez-y un instant. Quelles sont les valeurs intrinsiques que vous possédez tous? La loyauté, le dévouement, le sens du devoir. Quelles sont les compétences de base que vous possédez tous? Comment planifier, organiser, coordonner et exécuter? La compréhension du risque, la connaissance des gens, l'aptitude à coopérer, à faire des compromis et à trouver la solution optimale. Le talent d'écouter et de comprendre, l'aptitude à démontrer de la passion et de la compassion. Et par-dessus tout, le désir de diriger et d'aider les autres. Toutes ces aptitudes et compétences sont essentielles à notre mission en tant que combattants. Croyez-le ou non, les mêmes qualités sont les piliers de l'industrie et il y a un besoin constant pour ces ensembles de la compétence au moment où les baby boomers prennent leur retraite. Si vous n'êtes plus en mesure de servir dans les Forces armées canadiennes, joignez le programme d'aide à la transition de carrière et comme d'autres, découvrez les possibilités et prenez le contrôle.
Le plus gros défi, c'était de savoir qu'est-ce que j'étais pour faire après avoir passé 15 ans dans les forces.
Some people, it's an easy transition because the military has every job you can think of in it. My particular position as a weapons tech, there is not a lot of demand for weapons technicians out in the civilian sector.
On a beaucoup d'organisations dans les forces, on a une façon de faire les choses, puis on se rend compte que dans le côté civil, c'est pas tout le temps de la même façon, mais ça se fait pareil.
Je voulais pas quitter les forces canadiennes, en fait. J'avais une très belle carrière, je trouvais que c'était fait pour moi. Par contre, comme vous l'avez sûrement appris par les médias. Le 6 juillet 2013, la ville de Lac-Mégantic a été touchée par une tragédie ferroviaire. Et puis, c'est ma ville, c'est ma petite municipalité. Alors, j'ai été interpellée pour venir contribuer, venir aider, venir donner un coup de main. Finalement, l'idée de venir travailler et puis de venir mettre à profit toute l'expérience que j'ai tirée en gestion de crise pendant mes 24 ans dans les Forces armées canadiennes semblait la meilleure façon de contribuer.
There's a lot of different programs that are offered to you by the IPSC to kind of ease that transition. A lot of guys get out of the military feeling a bit nervous about kind of fitting in with the civilian world.
Well, the first place the members should really be going if they're getting ready to transition out of the military is their personnel selection officers. Those are the people that are trained to do the career counseling, the educational counseling. They know about all the programs that are available. They offer career transition workshops, and they run the Second Career Assistance Network seminars across the country throughout the year. That's the best point that they need to really start with, to really get that plan in place and to be able to attach to the other programs that we have.
Making the transition from military to civilian life is usually very challenging for military personnel. Veterans Affairs Canada, we are there to help you do that, and we will provide you any help that you need during that transition. That's why the transition interview is so important, so we can identify your needs during transition. Whether it is employment, whether it is health needs for the family, Veterans Affairs in one of our offices or on any one of your bases, we will help you make that successful transition, and we are there to provide you the support that you need to make your transition successful.
There's the Veterans Transition Program, there's To Patriot Love, there's Soldier On, there's some in local communities, the Legion is there. The one thing I'm going to say is, once again, to come back to your training and say, you need to try them all. You need to try them all and find the one that works for you.
Forces at Work is, I would say, almost a necessary service for anybody coming out of the military and going into the civilian sector. I'm still using words like sector, and Forces at Work is retraining me to speak differently, to think differently.
Whether it be Treble Victor Group, for example, I'm a member of Treble Victor Group, Helmets to Hard Hats, Princess Operation Entrepreneur. All of these are designed to assist the members with their transition experience. In my own personal experience, I was actually a member of Treble Victor Group, and that assisted me in finding this job. So it's that networking capacity.
J'ai commencé par le service de transition de carrière, et puis je dirais que j'ai pas pu profiter des autres services simplement parce que le service de transition de carrière a été 100% ce que j'avais besoin. J'ai pas eu besoin d'aller voir ailleurs. En l'espace d'une fin de semaine seulement, la dame qui m'aidait, qui était à mon dossier, Madame Bouchard, m'a trouvé un emploi, m'a aidé à écrire un CV, et puis une fois que j'ai été contactée pour en entrevue, m'a même formée ou aidé aux techniques d'entrevue pour me donner un petit coup de main de ce côté-là.
There's all sorts of things coming together that are creating the conditions whereby employers at this point they're not concerned about whether you have a mental health issue or a disability of some kind, whether it's physical or it might be something else, or whatever the barrier might be. How do you work as part of a team? How do you problem solve? How do you take direction? How do you lead when it's your turn to lead on something? How do you take initiative? How do you communicate? How do you negotiate? All these types of things. And these are the skills that most employers are really frustrated with and are seeing as being absent. When we started working with the military, we did some focus groups with employers, and they were surprised to learn that there was this workforce sitting over here that was having trouble connecting to employment. If you have the skill set, they will figure out how to accommodate it.
You know, a lot of people give up even before trying stuff because they're like, oh, this is not going to work. I don't want to go talk to this guy. I don't want to do that. But you know what? If you're suffering, you need to reach out. You need to go out there and reach out and try them all.
I've been out of the military for over a year now, and I know that I can still call the IPSC or other programs, and I know that that support base is still there behind me 100%.
As a one-stop shop, the Military Employment Transition Program website has a number of transition assistance providers on there. That umbrella, or that one-stop shop capability, allows members to go in there to find a number of different resources and have access to those resources.
So entrepreneurship is absolutely a good fit for somebody that may not fit that strict 9-to-5. You have the option to be your own boss and have flexible hours, and to really run things your way. We have a one-day workshop called Introduction to Entrepreneurship, where topics range from accounting to social media to what are your transferable skills from the military into the entrepreneurial world. We also have our signature 7-day boot camp, which is for somebody who is a little bit farther along in the spectrum. They've really given their idea a lot of thought, or they have recently started a business but are not doing it full time and want to prepare for their transition and looking to get that academic groundwork.
I'm really proud to say that most of those third-party organizations, the Canada Companies Military Employment Transition Program, Princess Operation Entrepreneur, and Forces at Work, these are all pretty much homegrown programs. We started with them, we grew with them, they are informed, and we've been able to really contribute to ensure that our members are well taken care of, and that it's really, really tapping into what our members need in order to help them and facilitate success in their transition.
When I got out of the military, what I wanted to do is something that engaged me both physically and mentally, and so I'm really looking forward to working on planes, actually kind of having that almost pressure environment that you're kind of used to in the military. After I put on an action plan, I presented it to CISEP and the IPSC, and they supported me 100%.
Basically, I went to a temp agency to place me. and they ended up placing me with the corporate human resources, and I'm finding that I really do enjoy HR, human resources, which I didn't know. So it was kind of a new, wow, I really like this. So I might end up taking a few courses just to expand on that and maybe make a career in that direction, which I wasn't expecting to find, but I did find that I do enjoy it.
Il ne faut pas oublier tout l'entraînement puis toute la façon dont on affrontait les défis quand on était dans les forces. Fait qu'il faut qu'on continue à combattre puis à foncer vers les choses qu'on veut, à former des objectifs et puis à les affronter comme qu'on affronterait une position ou tout ce qu'on a appris dans les forces.
On ne sait pas vraiment qu'est-ce qu'on vaut au civil. On ne sait pas vraiment comment on va faire la transition et sur quoi appliquer. Dans mon cas, j'étais très humble et puis j'osais pas. En fait, je n'aurais pas osé appliquer sur le job sur lequel j'ai appliqué et que j'ai eu en bout de ligne si ça n'avait pas été de Mme Bouchard qui m'a dit « tu comprends pas, tu as vraiment les aptitudes et vraiment les compétences, puis si ça fonctionne pas, c'est pas grave, ça t'aura servi de pratique, d'entrevue, puis on te trouvera quelque chose d'autre. »
You gotta fight for this. You know, a lot of guys feel like they don't deserve it. A lot of guys feel like they're taking advantage of the military, but it's not. It's your life, and you just gotta cover yourself at the end of the day. You gotta make sure you got an exit plan, and if you put enough work into it, you'll be happy in the long run.
There's no job like the military, there really isn't. And no one takes care of you like the military do. And they've continued to look after me even though I'm out. And no civilian job or any other company out there that I can think of, not even a hospital or anything else, would look after its members after they've released.
On a tous des compétences uniques et des compétences convoitées dans les forces canadiennes. Et puis, il ne faut pas avoir peur. Il faut faire confiance en nous en premier. Ce serait le premier conseil. Faites confiance en vous. Et ensuite, faites confiance aux personnes des services disponibles parce qu'ils connaissent leur affaire puis ils sont là pour vous aider. Puis ça fonctionne.